Hi there.
Hi there.
This is my bride, as you may.
Oh,
I don't know if you know her or not.
yeah.
It's good to see you. And I just can't wait till you take the oath.
Hurry up. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. You can do it.
How do you stand?
Oh, I don't watch it. I don't. Everybody else is like, oh, you're going home. I'm like, I'm fine. Because I'm so busy, I don't see any of this junk. So that's a good thing.
Well, we brought up yesterday with the vets. That was really a good meeting. It was
Oh, I saw the pictures and heard the report. It was bad.
thing about no votes for the military.
Yeah, that's
They
just
got
crazy. Well, that's surprised. He didn't want to talk about anything else.
Because
he has nothing else to talk about.
Debate you really.
No. We put on all the time.
And that's right.
And like he says, yes,
Hi there, Vicki. Hello.
And they said, well, I don't know, I'm hearing something, so anything you can do to get out and talk to your friends and neighbors the next 2 weeks make a really big difference. The campaign is going well. Our polls we're just tight, almost we're tied, more or less. And so it could go, either way. It may come down to a few votes. It really may. This may be an election where it comes down to 5 votes or 1 vote. You don't know. So everything you do can make a huge difference. Huge difference. So I encourage you to keep on 14 days. Do everything possible. So any thoughts, suggestions, ideas, questions?
I got a question.
Yes,
I
all
got a
right.
question. John Boehner has stated that should you be elected, which we know you will, that he will appoint you to the Armed Services Committee. And I pray that you would do a better job for our military men and women overseas to get their ballots. Make sure, I don't understand why they're not getting them.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's not my fine.
It's criminal. It's criminal. They are risking their lives for this country, and then you're denying them the right to vote, the most basic right. It's awful. And I have said, if I have the privilege of doing that, that's something I'm going to be a voice for and look into what is going on here. Thankfully, in Missouri, we haven't heard it happening here. But you have other states where people aren't getting ballots, and that is ludicrous. Yes.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Ike says he's behind the military so strongly. How come we got to send toothpaste, toothbrushes, all these kind of things over to our troops? How come we're not furnishing these people everything?
They have to buy their own vests.
Yeah, but
What is this all about?
I have that is just a dereliction of duty in my mind. He seems more interested in using the Defense Authorization Bill to pass in committee the hate crimes bill and have it attached for Nancy Pelosi than he does doing what he's supposed to be doing. So it's not.
Something's very, very wrong there.
Yeah, you got that right, Fran.
In 2005, the list come out of the possible closing of bases, and Whiteman Air Force Base was on that. That's a Knob Noster. A committee of people from Warrensburg, this area, went to Ike, their representative who was in chair of the Arms Committee, and asked him for his help. He told them, go hire a lobbyist, which they went and done. He was no help whatsoever, other than go hire a lobbyist.
Yeah, but I've heard that, Fran, from at least 5 different people have told me that. It's just
I know
amazing.
a couple of the people who were on that committee.
Jim?
I've got 2 questions.
Yes, sir.
I'm an independent conservative, not a Republican.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a Democrat, but I'm an independent conservative.
Sure.
Are you an NRA member?
Yes.
I just want to, the book came out yesterday, I got it, and you were rated an A, the same as Skelton. I was glad to see that. As far as me being an independent, I've always thought of Democrats as tax and spend. Well, the way Republicans have been is cut taxes and spend. Now remember, they doubled our deficit in 8 years.
I know.
So,
Yeah, that is wrong.
I mean, we can talk all this Republican and Democrat stuff, but they were no better. They were worse.
You're right.
Because we knew what we were getting. We knew what we were getting with Democrats, and we didn't know George Bush was going to be a progressive. run as a conservative, he was a progressive.
Right. We cannot make those same mistakes, and I feel exactly the same way. I'm very concerned about watching what they did. They had a golden opportunity in the House, they had the Senate, the White House. They could have gotten spending under control better, stuff back on the right track, but they didn't.
Boehner's putting all this stuff out, but he was there. He was there and could have stopped him. He didn't. He went right along with it.
Becky, who was in the House and who was in the Senate?
The
Who was
Democrats.
controlling that? The Democrats.
And you need to remember,
Only the last 2 years.
but the
Only the last 2
Senate
years.
and the president cannot spend money. The House
right.
can spend the money.
That's
The
right.
president came up with a prescription, a $600 billion prescription plan, and funded it with $16 billion worth of debts. How does that work out? 600 billion, 16 billion.
Right.
That doesn't weigh out.
Here's where we're at. It's like fool. Let me say this. I said this in the truck and I got it wrong. Fool me once, shame on me. I had it backwards. Yeah, fool me twice. I got this
You never do it right.
I'm going to address that issue too, just from the gun issue. In 1994, the voters responded to the Democrats' passage of the Brady Bill and the so-called assault weapons ban. And they swept, and even President Clinton said, in the State of the Union in 1995, that I look around this room, he said, and there are 35 or so representatives who are not here because they voted for the Brady Bill, because they voted for the assault weapons ban. And so after the 94 election, he said, yes, let's repeal the ban, let's repeal the unconstitutional gun laws on the books. And Newt Gingrich said famously that no gun control will pass at my watch. And we went into his office, and one of the very first things he did was slam the door on repealing the assault weapons ban, which is what helped put him in the speaker's chair to begin with. And that ban never got repealed. It sunset 10 years later. And as I was mentioning to Vicki on the way here, and I think your question emphasizes the point, is that this time, if Republicans are honored to be public servants again, the electorate is not going to have the patience
Third party,
that they had
Tea Party.
in the 1990s and early
Sarah Palin
2000s.
said that yesterday.
And Republicans need to do what they're elected to do. And that, again, is why we're so excited about supporting people like Vicki, because, you know, I get the impression that Vicki would be fine just staying here in his wonderful state, not going to the city of Washington, but she's not going there to blend in with the furniture. She's going there to shake things up. You know, Thomas Jefferson said that, and I'm paraphrasing, you know, we can't trust the politicians. We need to bind them down with the chains of the Constitution. And I see people like Vicki, you know, back here rattling the chains, getting ready to go, getting ready to fight.
Thank the Lord we got a candidate like this.
That's right. Let me go a little farther with this, what George Bush spent under his administration. What's happened in the last 2 years? Okay, there you go. And
What
Republicans
happened in
can't